The Cineraria plant. Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, we intend to talk about the Cineraria plant. The snake plant is a beautiful ornamental plant with numerous medicinal properties that might interest you. The beautiful Cineraria plant has come a long way from the Canary Islands to here. It's hard to believe, but the Cineraria plant has been sent from Africa and America to other parts of the world. The attractive Cineraria plant belongs to the Asparagaceae family. Many parts of this plant are edible, making it almost harmless. It's also quite beloved by bees. The Cineraria plant serves as a suitable source for bees to collect protein, thus playing a significant role in honey production. Additionally, its fruits and seeds are highly nutritious for wild animals. The Cineraria plant is a spring plant, meaning it only blooms in the spring season. Maintenance and care conditions for Cineraria plants. Light. Place the pot near a sunny window so it receives indirect sunlight for most of the day. Keep in mind that Cineraria plants tend to grow tall and leafy and require ample space to thrive. Cineraria plants can tolerate short winter periods but generally thrive in areas without harsh winters. Position the Cineraria plant where it receives either full sunlight or partial shade. If winters in your city are prolonged and the temperature drops below freezing for more than a few days, it's advisable to keep the Cineraria plant indoors in a pot. Temperature. One of the main reasons for Cineraria plant not flowering is temperature issues, meaning the environmental temperature is not suitable or favorable for the plant. When considering the ideal temperature for the Cineraria plant, it's important to note that this plant thrives in a temperature range between 10 to 18 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, the plant may face issues such as lack of flowering. However, it's worth mentioning that other factors such as insufficient resources, light, water, or poor soil can also hinder flowering in Cineraria plants. Watering. Try to keep the soil of the Cineraria plant mostly moist and allow it to dry out between waterings. Never overwater the snake plant and always pay attention to soil drainage. During warmer months, keep the soil of the Cineraria plant consistently moist. If you have planted it outdoors and don't receive significant rainfall during the week, water it manually. Fertilization. To encourage better growth, apply a slow-release fertilizer to the plant in the spring season. After flowering, use a multi-purpose liquid fertilizer. During winter, when the plant goes dormant, suspend fertilization. Fragrance and flowering. As evident from its appearance, the colorful flowers of the snake plant play a significant role in its popularity. In fact, the flowers are the most important part of this plant. The blossoms appear from late autumn to early spring, although this largely depends on the local climate. For instance, in warmer regions, the flowers may bloom a bit later. Soil and potting. Use well-draining soil suitable for Cineraria plants. Adding a bit of sand and perlite to regular potting soil improves its drainage. If you've planted the plant in a pot, it's necessary to repot it every few years. Do this in spring before new shoots emerge. For a new pot, mix the old soil with fresh, new soil. Pests and diseases. Unfortunately, Cineraria plants are prone to various pests, such as cucumber mosaic virus, Colorado potato beetle, mealybugs, scale insects, thrips, spider mites, and more. Therefore, it's essential to regularly spray the entire plant with a mixture of water and soap to protect it from these issues. Cineraria plants are also susceptible to bacterial and fungal diseases. To reduce the risk of plant infection, avoid placing it in small rooms or overcrowded gardens. Cineraria plants need plenty of space to breathe. As soon as you notice any signs of bacterial or fungal infection, separate the affected parts from the plant to prevent the disease from spreading. However, pests and diseases are not always to blame. Sometimes the plant itself is the problem. In other words, the Cineraria plant is an invasive species. According to research and reference to the Global Invasive Species Database, it exhibits invasive behavior towards other plants. This plant grows rapidly and typically invades agricultural lands, park margins, and sidewalks. If you've planted it outside the pot, separate its roots from other plants and closely monitor its growth and propagation. Pruning. Trim the branches of the Cineraria plant in the spring season to keep the size of the plant in check, especially if it's planted in a pot. If you don't prune a potted Cineraria plant every year, it can become very large and unsightly. Toxicity. Cineraria plant is not toxic to children or household pets. This plant is toxic to household pets such as dogs or cats. Propagation. You can propagate this plant by stem cuttings. It's best to take cuttings during the summer season, selecting a healthy and mature stem. It's worth noting that you can also propagate Cineraria plants from seeds. To do this, soak the seeds in water for a few hours, then drain them and place them in a tray. Keep the seeds consistently moist until they germinate. Ensure that the seeds are not covered with plastic or anything else, and keep them exposed. The Cineraria plant is a perennial plant that typically lives for 1 to 2 years. If the growing conditions are optimal, it can flower the following year. However, it usually only flowers once. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section, and we'll be sure to respond. Stay tuned for more educational videos coming your way.